Welcome to the 25th episode of the Python tutorial series. Today we will once more look at Matplotlib and, in particular, how we can create bar charts and pie charts. Let's start with the first one first. To generate a bar chart, we must first of all have a list containing the height of each bar. For the purpose of this example, let's assume we have a bowl containing colored balls. So let's write a list with all the relevant colors. We can write colors equals, let's say, red. Then we can say, for example, blue. Then let's say orange. Let's say pink. And finally white. Now we can specify how many balls of each color there are in our imaginary bowl. Let's say ball num equals 52741. These also represent the height of each of the bars in our bar chart. Now that we've defined the colors and height of each bar, we still need to specify the position along the x-axis of the bars. If this syntax is unfamiliar to you, make sure to check out my tutorial on the range function by clicking on the box in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Now let's write plt.figure and then plt.bar of bar, pos, comma, ball, num. In this case, the plt.bar function plots the bars and requires the position of each bar along the x-axis as well as the height of each bar. These are two separate arguments and can be expressed as a range, list, or array. Now let's add in the usual lines to improve the appearance of our plot. We can say plt.xlabel and we can say colors. Then we can write plt.ylabel and say number of balls. And then plt.title and call that our first bar chart. Finally, we can write plt.type_layout. Today, though, in addition to these lines, we can also add an extra command called xticks. We can write plt.xticks of bar, pos, comma, colors. What this does is it writes each element of the colors list, in this case each of the individual colors, in the positions dictated by the bar pos list. Given that this is the same list we use to place our bars, the color labels will be attached under each of the bars. Now we can write plt.show and press the F5 key to run our code. And there you have it, an easy way to create your very own bar chart. Now let's move on to our last type of plots, pie charts. These are the easiest to implement and do not require any extra work compared to what we have already set up. So let's start again from our list containing the number of balls and the list detailing each of the colors. Now all we have to write is plt.figure as usual and then plt.pie of ball num, and then we can specify that labels equals colors and auto pct equals, this is quite a strange syntax, 1.2f percentage close quotation marks. As you can see, we have given the function the ball num list directly. The function will then automatically calculate the required percentages represented by each value. As a second argument to the function, we can specify the labels associated with each value. In this case, they are the various colors. Finally, we can see this strange looking syntax. There's no need to worry, as this is only required to display the various percentages on the pie chart. In particular, the 0.2 indicates that the percentages should be rounded to 2 decimal places. As before, we can now write our 2 final lines by saying plt.tightLayout and plt.show. Now let's run the code by clicking on the F5 key as usual, and hey presto! There is our first pie chart. Like before, you can add a title to it if you like, but there is no need to in this case. For all of you who wish to dive deeper into Matplotlib, I have left a link to the official Matplotlib guide in the video description. If you missed my previous tutorial, make sure to check it out by clicking on the banner in the top right hand corner of your screen now. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next week when I will introduce a new coding challenge. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. If you wish to catch up on any of my previous coding challenges or tutorial videos, you can check them out by clicking on the box in the top right hand corner of your screen or on the links in the video description. I can't wait to see you next week for a new coding challenge, and until then, happy coding!